In today's session of Divorce Court, Sheryl Powell says when she married 42-year-old Monroe at age 17, he not only stole her youth, but her innocence too.
He dragged me away from my home, away from my mama.
When did a 16-year-old become a woman?
When she became the mother of my child.
You're not talking to a child now.
I apologize.
You got your equal and your match. You don't even talk the same language. You don't even like the same music. You don't even like the same clothing. You don't even go to the same places. What do you have in common with her? This is a child. And if a 42-year-old man ever called my child talking about, I'm gonna provide for you and take care of you when she was 16 or 17, I don't know what I'd do. But I have a good idea that I probably wouldn't be sitting here today being a judge.
Today, Sheryl Powell comes face to face with Monroe Powell one last time in Divorce Court.
All rise. Court is now in session. Maybelline Ephraim presiding. You may be seated.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. This is the matter of Sheryl Powell versus Monroe Powell. I'm advised that you've been married for 1 year.
Yes, Your Honor.
And the marriage is already over. Mrs. Powell, why?
Your Honor, I want a divorce from this man because he has done nothing but cheat on me with a 16-year-old child. When I was...
A 16-year-old?
Yes,
How old
Your
are you?
Honor. I'm 19 right now.
So he's gone younger than you?
Yes. He traded me in for a
That's
newer
not true,
model,
Your
as you
Honor.
can say. Stop lying. She's 16.
No,
What can
no,
you...
that's not true. Let me tell you. Yeah, she's 16.
Hurry up and tell me. Because my
Yes.
blood's already boiling.
Yes, she is 16 because that she pushed me in the arm of another woman.
Oh, I pushed
She's
you in the arms
violent.
of a
In the arms
child?
of another
A child?
woman?
She's violent.
16
A child?
She is
Okay, I'm
manipulated.
violent. Okay, then why didn't you divorce me then?
When did a 16-year-old become a woman?
When she became the mother of my child.
She's not... That ain't even
That
your child.
didn't make her a woman. She pushed you into the arms of another woman. You know what? It may have been interesting if she had pushed you into the arms of another woman, but you ran to the arms of a child. Why?
I ran to the arm
You're
of
sick. You're a
between
child
day and
molester.
night. She's
You are a child molester. He was with me when I was 16 years old. He dragged me away from my home, away from my mama.
That's
all
not
the way
true.
2,000 miles
took
away.
you
Had
away
sex
from
with
abusive
me the
relationship.
night after I got there.
So how
I
did he
told
drag
me-
you away?
How did he drag me
I
away?
took
He
you away
sent me
from
a bus
abusive
ticket.
Hold on a
relationship.
second. How did he drag
Your Honor,
you
he
away?
sent me a bus ticket and $30. I rode 2 days on a bus to be with this man because he said he loved me. He wanted to be with me.
How did you meet this man anyway?
I met him on a
16?
chat line, Your Honor.
what?
A chat line. And had sex with me the day after I got there.
Why are you chatting with a teenager?
Judge Your Honor, she also lied about her
I
age. She
never
told
lied about
me
my age. You knew exactly
when-
how old I was.
She told
you knew
me she
exactly
was
how old I
22
was.
years old
You
when
were
we was
40
chatting.
years old and you were
I told her
actually
I was
30. You told me you were
28.
30. You told me you
I
were
told
30
her-
years old.
Miss Powell, please.
I told her that I was 28 years old. She told me she was 22.
And how old are you?
I'm 44 now.
So you lied to her.
I'm 40. I told her I was 28.
So you lied.
You told me you were 30 and I didn't
But
even know
she
you
told
were
me
30
she was
until I
22.
looked in your wallet and found out you were born in 1955. I was born in 80. That's 4 generations.
During the time when we
50s,
were together,
60s,
you didn't
70s,
know how
and
old I
80s.
was.
Stop. Stop, Miss Powell, right now.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Let me answer my question. I'm saying you found out on the chat line or at some point before you sent her that bus ticket how old she was.
She was 17 when I sent her the bus ticket.
What the devil did you think a 17-year-old was going to do for a 42-year-old man? What was your thinking?
My thinking was that at the time when I rescued her out of this abusive relationship that she was in,
I was never
What
in an
abusive
abusive
relationship?
relationship. You
The
took me
abusive-
away from my ex and my mama.
I took you away
so
from
that
an
can't be
abusive
with you because you
relationship.
promised me a better life.
Miss
I
Powell,
tried to
hold
give
on.
you a better life. I worked, I washed
You
clothes,
never
I ironed.
worked. When I was with you, you never had a job.
I went to the
Hold
grocery
on,
store.
both of you.
I
know
paid
what?
for everything for you.
Did I say...
Your hotel.
Did I say, hold on?
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
This is one of the most, I don't even know how to describe this, but it's just really sad on your part and on your part. There's something wrong with both of you. What? At 42, a 17-year-old, this is a child. What do you mean you were taking her away and you were going to give her a better life? Why couldn't you go to somebody your equal?
I don't know, Your Honor.
Because
You don't know?
child molester.
No, just answer my question. Why couldn't you get a woman your equal? Is it because you wouldn't have been able to deal with them?
Because he ain't good enough in bed, Your
Because as she says, you could
Honor.
manipulate a child?
He ain't good enough in bed. He thinks a child ain't gonna know better. That's what it is.
And you were able to judge whether he was good in bed because you had a lot of experience? Is that what you're telling me?
I was not good in
Your Honor,
bed.
it's been the years that I've been with him.
That's what I'm saying, but how do you know whether he's good or not good unless what are you going to compare it to unless you got some experience?
He would try to get an older woman if he was good in bed.
Oh, really?
I had one boyfriend before I had him, and my ex was better than him.
This is sad. This is really sad. What did you expect from an older man?
He promised me I would never want anything. I'd never have to get a job. I'd never have to do anything because he would provide it all.
Right.
And me being 16.
Wait a minute, and that's what this man promised you on the chat line?
Yes, ma'am. And me being 16, stupid 16, okay, I believed him. I was vulnerable.
What was going on so bad that you looking for somebody to promise you that they take care of you the rest of your life and you never have to want for anything?
To be honest with you, I don't even remember. All I know is I went to be with this man, and after we got married, he has a child pregnant.
You just wanted to get out of the house and just be a wild woman.
I was
and
rebellious.
A rebellious child. What did your parents think of this?
My mama never knew I left until after 3 months I was with this man.
You were gone for 3 months and your parents didn't know you were gone?
That's right. She thought that I went somewhere else. She didn't know where I was. She thought I was with my ex. When my ex called her and said I wasn't with him, what can she do?
What can she do?
What could she have done? There was nothing she would or could do because she didn't care.
So what, you were just looking for somebody to spend money on you, to give you nice clothing?
I guess I was.
Oh,
now I know the price of doing that. I married a 44-year-old man. He goes out and cheats on me with a 16-year-old, has her pregnant, isn't even a man enough to tell me that she was pregnant.
I wouldn't get her pregnant.
No, we were trying to get pregnant, and then you went and had sex with a 16-year-old. Then you wouldn't even tell me that you had her pregnant.
Stop. Whew.
Your Honor, he didn't even tell me she was pregnant until I found a book that says Mother's Memories and an ultrasound. And when I confronted him about it, he said, "Oh, well, that's why I couldn't sleep the other night."
You found the ultrasound test and in a book that said Mother's Memories?
Yes, Your Honor. Under a mattress.
Wait a minute. After you find this lady on the chat line, you lie to her about your age, you bring her there, you marry her. Why then do you have to keep messing around with somebody else younger?
Your Honor, the reason why
trade me in for a newer model.
Well.
Because you can't get nothing better.
The reason why, come on, I want to hear this.
She's violent.
I'm not violent.
Yes, she is.
Okay, if I was so violent, why didn't you divorce me a long time ago?
She broke the TV.
Let him tell me.
Sorry, Your Honor.
I bought a brand new TV for my unborn child room. She broke it. She broke the clock on the wall. She broke 3 or 4 of the phone. She threw my...
What TV did I ever break? I never broke any TV. I never even seen a TV in a room.
Okay? And I can prove you're violent because she confronted me at my job.
I never confronted you at your job. Never. Because you can't keep a job.
I had guests inside the
I'm the one who's paying for everything.
The reason why I cannot keep a job.
Please.
The reason why I cannot keep a job is because she make me lose job. And I got a letter right here that you can read to verify this.
When divorce court returns, the judge hears incriminating evidence against Sheryl.
Your little bitch keep hanging up on me and she keeps telling me you ain't there, and I know you is. I swear to God, I'm gonna kill the bitch if she do it again.
Was that your voice?
If you would like to have the judge hear your case in divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or email us at www.divorcecourttv.com. Divorce Court is back in the case of Sheryl Powell, who says at the age of 17, she married 42-year-old Monroe because he promised her a better life.
No, I'm not usually at a loss. And I usually have a lot to say. But this is one of the saddest situations in my life. When I think that I have an 18-year-old, and if a 42-year-old man ever called my child talking about, I'm going to provide for you and take care of you when she was 16 or 17, I don't know what I'd do. But I have a good idea that I probably wouldn't be sitting here today being a judge. Now, what in the world would ever possess a man to do that?
It's different.
You don't feel shame?
It's a difference between, well...
A difference between what, a man and a woman?
No, it's not. It's a difference between...
You don't even talk the same language. You don't even like the same music. You don't even like the same clothing. You don't even go to the same places. What do you have in common with her?
We can't go to the same place because you try to be controlling.
What's so sad about this situation is neither one of you really love yourselves.
She don't love herself.
And you don't love yourself.
Yes, I do.
No, Mr.
You wish
it's
you
hard
loved
for me to
yourself.
love her when she don't love herself.
No, I said you don't love yourself, Mr. Powell. Because a 42-year-old man who loves himself, who's secure in himself, who knows who he is, knows good and well he doesn't have much in common with a 17-year-old girl. That's the child you're supposed to be teaching something. You're supposed to be educating. You're supposed to be nurturing and helping, not oh, come off of it. What do you want from me before I go crazy? Hell, what do you want? I can't take any more of this. What do you want?
I just want the marriage to be over with. Because
now what else you want once the marriage is over? It's over. What else you want?
I also request that she seek some type of psychological help.
Psychological help for what?
You both need to seek psychological help. Both
I'm not the one violent.
Mr. Powell, you're not violent, but you got a real serious illness, and you don't even realize it. But you need to seek psychological help, too, because anytime anybody would seek out a child, and once you discovered her age, on the chat line is bad enough. But once you discovered that, and then you seek out, and now you're with another, is that right? Another teenager? Is that right?
Another.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, you got a serious problem. And what it is not being an adult. If you deal with a real woman, you got to be a responsible adult person.
I am
you
responsible.
can control. Yeah, all right.
Responsible
What you want,
for
Miss
what?
Powell?
Your Honor?
You know what? Hurry up and tell me, because
Your
my
Honor,
blood
I'm
is
asking
boiling.
for $1,668.10 for checks that I wrote for him that he was spending the money on his girlfriend.
No.
Let me see those checks.
No.
You just keep your mouth
Your
quiet.
Honor, I'm also asking for $113.41 for flowers that he charged on our credit card for her that I never received any flowers.
Let me
And
see
Your
the
Honor,
credit card slip.
And Your
No,
Honor,
let him see it since he has no recollection.
And Your Honor, I'm also...
Hold on a second, Miss Powell. Do you have it circled?
Yes, Your Honor,
The credit card charges for flowers?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Your Honor, this is my credit card right here.
It also has my name on it.
Hold on a second.
I paid my bill. She don't even have this credit card.
Yes, I do.
At all. And I can
So you're
verify
saying
that.
the bill is not due?
No, that bill, I paid my bill.
Let me see.
And this is my credit card, which is right here. She don't even have this credit card.
I do have the credit card.
You charged it? Did you charge those flowers?
And also here.
Wait a minute, did you charge those flowers?
Your Honor, we have the credit card together. And did you do an outstanding balance for that credit card?
Did you charge it for the other young lady?
Yes, I did. I paid for it.
And there's still an outstanding balance on that credit card that they're sending to me.
They're not
Both
sending
names are on this card.
Her name is off my card.
No, it's not.
Hold on a second, Miss Powell. When I'm talking, don't talk.
Her name is off the card completely.
It may be off now.
It was my card. I added her name. I took her name off.
And now you've paid the bill.
I paid the bill.
With my money.
You paid this bill.
With my money.
I paid the bill. With my money.
How do it's charged on the card belonging to both of you.
Her name is not on the card.
I heard you.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
You're not talking to a child now.
I apologize, Your Honor.
You got your equal and your match. What are you telling me about these checks?
Those are checks that I wrote for him.
Now, how do I prove that the checks that were written were for him? Were these joint credit cards?
No, ma'am. It's my account because he made me open up an account because he said, I want you to save money when I got my first job.
So you're paying the credit card bills and he's using it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What about this? You know anything about these credit cards?
No.
So after the other woman,
I've
after
taken
the
them back
pregnancy,
3 or 4 times,
after
Your Honor.
all of that, you continue to provide for him?
I've taken them back 3 or 4 times.
I got right here where you have threatened me, harassed me. You threatened my girlfriend. I even got it on
I've
tape
threatened
right
your
here.
girlfriend and you?
Yes, you did.
You
I
wish
got it
I
right here
threatened
on
you.
tape.
You wish. Let me hear it.
Maybe after you done threatened me or done hit on me.
No, you said you didn't do it now. You changing your mind?
Your little keep hanging up on me and she keep telling me you ain't there, and I know you is. I swear to God, I'm gonna kill the if she do it again. Yo, matter of fact, let me take that back. I ain't gonna kill her. Somebody else is gonna beat her ass. And this message.
Was that your voice?
No, ma'am.
That's not your voice? That's not your voice threatening to kill somebody or to have somebody else kill her?
Why am I going to try to kill somebody? If he wants to be with her, let him be with her.
So that wasn't your voice?
No.
Oh,
I
no
don't
need
sound
for you
like
to
that
lie.
on the phone.
No need for you to lie.
When divorce court returns, the judge renders her verdict.
Yeah, I said that. No need of you acting all shocked. Just close your mouth.
And an update on the case of Alicia Miller versus Andre Campbell.
She's a hoe. Once a hoe, always a hoe, Your Honor.
Are you calling your wife a whore?
Divorce court will be back in session in a moment. Divorce court is back in the case of Sheryl Powell, who at the age of 17 married 42-year-old Monroe and now says he's left her for a 16-year-old.
What about it? Something the paper said something about crashing a car?
Yes, Your Honor. He was driving my car when I was at work one day and had his little girlfriend with him, ran into a limousine. I have the papers right here.
I do not.
Let me see that.
I'm asking for my $1,000 deductible that he still owed me
She
for
do
my
not
car.
have a $1,000 deductible. Okay, I had a minor accident in her car.
You ran into a limousine.
That's right, and
my front end was all pushed up.
Hold on. Did you have an accident in the car?
She had the second accident that caused the damage.
When was the second accident?
The one
caused
that
the damage.
That's right, where you
What's
hit
the
the back
date
of a truck.
of the second accident? Answer my question.
What was the date of the second accident? November 7th.
Okay, this one
November
is not.
1999.
This one is in August.
Thank you.
The insurance company paid for that.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
They sent me a check afterwards.
And she took the money.
Months afterwards.
She took the money and went took her friends all out to breakfast.
What friends? I lost all my friends because I was with your ugly butt.
You just...
All right. You know what? Don't. As sad as this is, and as much as I'd love to give you all that you've asked for, I still am held to a standard. So I can reimburse you for those flowers, because I know that yeah, I said that. No need of you acting all shocked. Just close your mouth. I'll order that reimbursed. That didn't benefit this community. That's $55. It's not much money. It's $55. You give Miss Powell $1,000, Mr. Powell. That's the least you can do.
All rise.
When divorce court returns, an update on the case of Alicia Miller versus Andre Campbell.
On the day of the wedding, you were pregnant?
She's loose in the caboose. She's like Free Willy, so whenever she sees one, she wants to get it.
Closed captioning for divorce court provided by. If you would like to have the judge hear your case in divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or email us at www.divorcecourttv.com. And now for an update on a previous case in divorce court. Andre Miller said after he found out his wife Alicia got pregnant by his best friend, the marriage was over.
She's a hoe. Once a hoe, always a hoe, Your Honor. She's a hoe, and I figured she had changed. She did not change.
Are you calling your wife a whore?
Within 30 days, she said I do. She was doing somebody else.
Oh.
When we got married, she was pregnant then.
Now, wait
And
a
I didn't
minute.
find this out till later on.
Oh, no. On the day of the wedding, you were pregnant?
She's loose in the caboose. She's like Free Willy, so whenever she sees one, she wants to get it.
Alicia told the judge that Andre refused to give her the money he received for her as a military dependent. The judge ordered him to pay her the $2,634 to which she was entitled. Alicia says that after court, Andre threatened to file for bankruptcy to avoid his financial obligation. She realized that she needed to become financially independent and took a job at a bank, and also plans to enroll in college to complete her degree in business administration. Alicia says she is making plans to remarry sometime this year.
The voice on that tape was Sheryl. You know, and I'm glad the judge has got to hear how she can change.
Everything he said was a lie because he felt that the judge was going to feel sorry for him.
She's just the type of person who don't love herself.
Do I wish him well with his new baby? No.